Hey everybody, welcome to the stream through of Thea the Awakening, Return of the Giants. I'm your host as always, Mah-Dry-Bread. I love this game. I've got like 57 hours on this game. We just did a big vote in the chat on what god we're gonna play. I have all of them unlocked. That might be a little bit loud. I might change that later. We have all of them unlocked, but only a few levels unlocked for all of them. I let everybody vote, except for Purin is not on the list to vote for because he's really overpowered. He's like the ultimate, you beat everything, get this guy god. And everyone voted for, just by a hair he won, Svarog, I hope that's how you pronounce that, which is the god of sun and heavenly fire. For anyone who doesn't know this game, by the way, it's very fun. I can't really explain what it is until we get into it, so you'll just have to experience it. And I'm being asked, will you ever go back to Friday 13th? Yes, that game is fun. I just need to do computer upgrades first. That game is poorly optimized. So, the bonuses that we intrinsically always have due to our god choice is villagers gain experience faster, which means that it requires less to level up the village, which would mean every single person we ever control. Level ups happen all at once. You have an experience bar. Experience goes up as you do, as you like win encounters and stuff. Every time it fills, every person who you currently are in control of across your whole map, every single villager levels up. It's a very strange system, but that's how it works. Also, all of our people have +2 bonus to speech and 3 to attractiveness. That helps a lot in social challenges, which is very good. Speech is considered one of the best skills. And lastly, our village is less likely to get attacked during daytime. It's a minor bonus. It's more helpful later in the game, but it's okay. We're going to be on normal difficulty, although you can do custom difficulties, which is pretty cool. I just want to do normal, though. And villager focus is what kind of ratio of villagers you start with. There's warriors, gatherers, and craftsmen. The general consensus in this game's community is gatherers is by far the most powerful. With warriors, you're good in the early game, but you really fall behind on equipment. With craftsmen, it doesn't really make much sense because you don't need a ton of craftsmen, you just need a few craftsmen that are really good. And then gatherers, you can always use more gatherers getting you the resources that you make the good stuff with. Because when you craft good stuff, that's how you get research points, which then lets you unlock the ability to craft more good stuff, build more good buildings, and collect more good quality resources. So, for the sake of getting that research up and running and that good equipment, we're gatherer focus. The stream might freak out a little bit when I hit play. The optimization is a little strange on the loading screen. It's a randomly generated map it's going to make. We're just going to see what happens. Nothing's freaking out. It looks like they patched that. Sweet. There used to be a weird issue with the loading screen. But they patched it. By the way, if anyone owns this game, the Giants DLC is free. Just go to your DLC section on Steam and check, and it's a free install.
Thea is awakened. Welcome. No time to waste. You are a deity of the High Pantheon, and you must help your worshippers survive the darkness. So what now, you ask? You are divine, yes, but you have little power, and so you will know the world through your people's eyes. This means sometimes you will encounter your own divine messengers, and maybe even face your own avatars. Weird, I know. Your first mission is to survive. Every critter is trying to make sure you stay down, so get food and craft better equipment to protect yourselves. You will guide your people to victory, either by sheer survival and progress, or by solving the Cosmic Tree's mystery.
Alright. No, this is a kind of demon. So this is the tutorial demon, as I call him. I can go along with the tutorial, or I can just say, I'm a deity, I already know all these things, and I don't need the talk, and skip the tutorial, which is what I'm going to do. I can explain everything better than the game is going to.
All right. Now are you absolutely sure? There is no calling me back, you know. Also, when you have time, craft me 10 cooked, baked, or roasted food. Any type. You may want to research some varieties as well to match your supplies. Also, leave these 10 crafted foods in the village until I show up. Remember to check the magical help button to read more. Yeah, I know more about any mechanics.
There's a small chance It's rare, but there's a small chance that our village will not have a natural source of either food or wood. In that case, this is going to be a ridiculously hard playthrough. It's very rare, but it happens. Yeah, I'm sure. Craft 10 cooked, baked, or roasted foods, and I'll leave it in the village. Got it. Now, off with you. I like to think I say leave tutorial out loud. Got 5 experience and 2 science, which is what we would have gotten over the course of the tutorial. Alright, and then the game shot me up here to look at nothing in particular for some reason. Okay, spacebar, this me cycle between Ostia, which is our city, and our first expedition. So first, I gotta name everybody after the chat. So, I have it set in the settings so that, where is it? Using new consumables is turned off. This is really important. The reason why you do this, let's actually music down more, sound effects down more, and general game volume in the Windows mixer up more. There. I want everything to be about the same volume, but I want the voice acting a little bit louder. That is so that whenever I get a new item, I don't immediately eat it or burn it if it's valuable, and I don't want to do that. However, there's the negative side effect of, at the beginning of the game thinks that you're not eating anything and you have no source of wood. So you need to actually pop in and say, hey, Expedition, you're allowed to eat that meat you're carrying. And hey, Ostia, you're allowed to eat the meat and burn the wood. So that you can, you know, keep warm and eat food. So, the first thing we're going to do is name everybody that we currently have. So if I hit I here, in my expedition, and I can switch people around whenever I go back to the village. We have a hunter, 2 warriors, 2 gatherers, and 1 scholar. What is your exact rank? It's scholar, right? Craftsman, okay. And in town, we have 3 gatherers and 1 craftsman. All right. First, I'm going to name the expedition. Our hunter. Now, I know a few people in the chat had requests. Like, Denjin Oda wants to build our fine cities. So Denjin Oda, you will be this person right here, because that is our craftswoman who is currently in the town. So she'll likely be building quite a bit. That's, where's the spelling? Denjin Oda. All right. Who else are we naming? I'm sure everyone watching on YouTube really wants to watch this at the beginning, but we need to get that emotional investment. Unhandy would be okay with a hunter. Unhandy. Here we go. Not honored. Dude, I want to be a hunter. Well, fuck. He got it first. Can I protect the city? We don't have anyone protecting the city right now, really. You'll wait to be a scout. I am going to just start fucking going for it. Can you be a female gatherer? Okay. We have one in town here. Which probably means you're going to be really safe. Who requested that? Invisible Dragon. Hunter, fuck. I want to be a warrior, says Morgan. Okay, you're a warrior. You are this badass looking lady. Where is the spelling? Morgan. There we go. Put me on any character. I'll manage. All right, you're the other warrior that's out on the expedition then. Is Matthias. I spelled that right? Yeah. I just want to be someone, to be honest. All right. I really am tempted to just call you someone, to be honest. It's ya boy, Chicken. Well, it's ya boy, Sheik. That's how you spell chic, isn't it? Or does that not have the H? I don't remember. Hey, mushrooms. Mushrooms, you talked. You can be this swarly-looking motherfucker. Wow. Mushrooms, you're quite the hunk today. I don't know when you got that sex reassignment surgery, but you are one buff farmhand. Eating. Whoop, not eating. Eating all the... I'll just put it that because I know it's not going to fit. You'll collect, you'll collect the mushrooms. All right, we haven't named Matey yet. I want to be the matey guy. All right, Jetstream. Jetstream. All right, so we've named the people out on the expedition right now, and we got 3 more people to name. Don't worry, we'll get way more people as the game goes on. As long as you hang out in these streams, you will probably be named in it. So, you know. Hear me, Siphon, how about you be this pretty young lady? Siphon. Sorry, I forgot the way you'd capitalize that. All right. Who wants to be this thoroughly depressed-looking woman? Gatherer, please. All right, this is a gatherer. Yurio. We got, all right, that's everybody then. All right, that's everybody so far. We'll get more. Don't worry. All right, so we look at our inventory here. We do have 1 shield that no one has equipped here. So let's remanage our inventory a little bit here. So for melee weapons, there are spears and staves, which are 2-handed piercing weapons. They go through, some of their damage goes through armor, and it does extra damage to unarmored targets. Swords give you shielding, which essentially helps you with your armor to keep you from getting wounded. Axes have the highest damage, and mauls and bludgeons have blunt force damage, which means if you kill somebody with it, the leftover damage goes on to the next guy. So it's pretty cool. All right, shield is a bad quality shield. +1 armor, +2 shielding. That's actually pretty lame. I'm gonna redelegate some of this, though. Like, you've got a really terrible staff, Matthias. It's got 1 poison, which is kind of nice, but seriously, you've got a terrible weapon for a warrior. I'd rather give you this badass axe. Oh god, you can't carry enough weight to use the axe that Unhandy was using? Fuck. Because Unhandy's a hunter. He's got that awesome crossbow. 6 range damage is pretty nice for this early on. Morgan has got this sword and shield combo. She's probably going to be pretty safe in early game. She's got no armor on. Matthias has armor. I think he's carrying this weapon because it's so light. Ah, god, that sucks, but he's going to have to use it for now. You know what? Stick with, yeah, Unhandy, you're probably going to still get in fights. I'm going to give you the 2-handed sword. You're safer that way. Eating all the mushrooms as the big buff farm hunk can have this badass bone crusher axe. Even though you only have 9 health. So you can see all of our attributes here. Like, mushrooms has a gathering of 5, and that's really what we care the most about in terms of our gatherers, is that they are good at gathering. But, you know, other stats, intelligence, will, speech, stuff like that. All of our people have good attractiveness and speech. It's part of our deity. Everybody has a bonus to attractiveness and speech. So normally, if you have 3, it means you wouldn't have attractiveness normally, but now you have it. Yeah, it's used for first action, counter offense, and social challenges, which is nice. But mostly, we like that we had the speech bonus, because speech is used in a lot of things. And it's very good. There we go. We can just give the we can give that terrible shield to It's Your Boy Sheik, which is what I'm gonna call you now. You also have a really awful wooden sword, but in general, you're our craftsman out on the battlefield. We don't really have you along for the fighting. We don't have you for crafting either. We have you because you have stuff like intelligence and stealth. Like, you're the brains of the expedition. You're there to help with social challenges, intelligence challenges, stuff like that. You're essentially the party leader. You're not very good in fighting. In fact, you're basically at your limit of weight just with those 2 terrible items. We're just giving you a little bit to try and keep you healthy. Alright, so we're going to hit R. What are our resources nearby? So we have wood and we have vegetables in the town, which is what you usually have and what I hope to have. So we're just going to put some of our gatherers on both of those. So we're gathering both. Denjanoda has a crafting of 6, which is pretty good. We can't cook any meals immediately, can we? No, we'll have to wait a turn before we can start cooking our meals. We have a bunch of meat. We want to start eating the vegetables because the meat we're not producing until we make a pasture. I would like to make a pasture early, but we don't have the resources. We need 25 of a kind of wood and a kind of stone. Then we need 25 of a berry, a vegetable, or a grain. And then we need a catalyst, which we're probably just going to use wood for. But we can also use a metal or kind of straw. We're counting on you, dude. Chat, make sure they don't die out there. I like the emotional investment. God, I I wish Mandy wasn't always so fucking busy. I'd love to have Mandy in for this. She'd be great for reading the chat for me while I'm kind of teaching the game. Eating all the vegetables, yeah. All right, Denjanoda, you're just gonna help with cutting some wood until we have until next turn when you can get on cooking, because cooking counts as crafting. Building, crafting, cooking all uses your crafting skill. So we start with 1 point that we can spend on either getting a resource unlocked on the map and 5 of it for free for gathering, unlocking the ability to craft a new kind of crafting thing, whether it be a weapon or new kinds of food or something. In construction, learning how to build a new kind of building. We start with no buildings. We can have 10 buildings. We can burn down one if we want to build a different one later. And we always start with the ability to make a pasture, which is you get meat every single turn. Which I like, because if you're getting both meat and vegetables in your town without having to go out to get it, then that means you can very easily cook meals, and cooked meals weigh less, so that your expeditions can use up less of their weight carrying food, more of their weight carrying equipment, which is important. It's important you have somebody cooking. So our first point, what you spend it on, a popular one to spend it on is the cabbage field. The cabbage field will randomly give you babies. Sometimes when you open a cabbage, a baby will come out, and it will grow into a human. And that is valuable, because you need to get population somehow. The other popular way of getting population is getting buildings that use a lot of certain obscure resources, which you can read on the wiki. The Thea, the Awakening wiki is very good. And it will slowly over time attract people. So if you use a lot of dark wood or obsidian, I believe it is, you can attract goblins, which goblins are really good. Use a lot of steel, you're going to attract orcs. So use a lot of gold, dwarves. I think it's enchanted bones, you get demons. Use a lot of, I think it's like bones, like monster bones. You can get a lot of monsters joining you and animals. If you use a lot of grains or moonstone, you get a lot of humans. Use a lot of elven wood, you get a lot of elves. I don't think I named all of them, but that's most of them. A smithy is a popular early one, because it means that everybody in your town's better at crafting. Like, they have more points towards it, they can do it faster. Whenever a child grows up into a craftsman, they start with 5 more skill points, which is a lot. And also, it unlocks the ability that there's a random chance when you make something that it will be something of good quality, which means it has extra bonuses that are better than what you normally would have gotten. And you can't do that till you have a smithy. So smithies are very important. You always want one. Another popular early one is a well. You get random resources every single turn. And it's only of the ones you have unlocked. So if you've unlocked very few resources, but the rare ones, you might be getting a lot of those rare resources. What I'm going to do is scout a little bit first, though, and see if we see a really good resource near home that we could research to then gather and form an early strategy based on that. Okay, so we're going to walk around a little bit. We see a lot of eclectic food sources nearby. We have seaweed, fish, and berries all nearby, so we could actually get some really good cooked meals out of this. There's clay there. Okay, so we could research clay right now and start using it. Yeah, plastic one went and easy to form. Clay is one of the things that attracts animals to joining your village and monsters. So we could make a pasture using clay instead of wood very early, and could start attracting like wolves, giant spiders, different badass animals to join us, crows, and they're pretty powerful and reasonably easy to get. That might be a good opener for us. I can see through the fog, there's a spider den over there that we want to go hunt. Vegetables, use 1 turn. You can see we have 5 movement in the top right. Okay, it takes 1 turn to make camp, so we're going to hit C and make camp. And we are going to use our point on unlocking clay. So that doesn't lead to anything, but we immediately get 5 clay in our capital, and clay from now on is unlocked. And it also unlocks, it also tells you where one source of it is if you haven't seen one yet. All right. We're going to tell all of our gatherers to get some clay. It'll take 5 turns to get some clay. We don't have very good gatherers right now. That's why another popular opener... These guys all suck at gathering. I just have them on something so it doesn't yell at me for it. A popular opener is to immediately get wicker, which is used in gathering tools, which increase your gathering skill, and it's very good for that. It can also be used for a catalyst in a lot of things that helps you with the quality of your goods. Having a good quality catalyst, once you have a smithy, will increase your chance of having a good quality good. You suck the most at gathering, woo! Yeah, we want to make gathering tools when we can, but the problem with that is use a string, a leather, or clay. We can get clay, so that's easy. A catalyst, we can just use wood for that, that's fine. The problem is the primary material is some kind of wicker. So we need straw, wicker, nimble root, or what is the other one for that? Cane, like sugar cane. Don't have a source of that yet, which is a shame. Okay, so we've ended our turn, and...
2 of your fellow villagers decided to get married, and since times are dire, it is more important than ever to cherish such occasions. Wedding celebrations last for 7 days, and it is customary to make sure everyone takes part.
Yay! So we lost 20 food, but that's fine. We'll probably get a bonus out of this. It says 7 options unavailable. Just letting you know, if you had different villagers or different god or something, then you'd have different options to just begin celebrations.
In honor of the sun god, the couple begins the ceremony at high noon, when the sun is the strongest.
Yeah, we're worshippers of the sun god.
Grace are burned into the skin of the newlyweds to show they are willing to endure anything for each other and for their god. Once the couple proves their physical devotion to their new union, they enter into a storytelling contest where they have to tell a tale of their love and their deeds for as long as they can. This can sometimes last for days. The newlyweds are then blessed by Svarog. Only then do the usual libations with an excess of food, strong spirits, and plenty of naked dancing through the night proceed and last for many nights.
Yay! So Siphon and Uriel both got the Blessing of Speech. So for a set number of turns, you have, so for 20 turns each, which is quite a while, you have a +5 to speech. You'll probably never use that because you guys are working in the village, but okay. Got a lesbian couple there. Alright. The celebrations take a toll on everyone. You must see how well you did against the inevitable alcohol poisoning and upset stomach. So this is a difficulty 2 sickness challenge. Now, when I play alone, I auto-resolve quite a bit. But we're going to do this one so you guys can see what the combat is like, because we're probably failing this one. We don't have a medic, and they're the ones who are really good at this, so we're probably going to get sick. Okay. So we've been randomly assigned who our offense hand is and who our tactical hand is between our 4 people. We can reshuffle once for free if we're really not happy with who is where. You have an offense of 9, offense of 8, and a health of 8 and a health of 7. Now, only in combat challenges can you die, by the way. So if we fail this, it's not a big deal. You probably get sick and throw up a lot. Yeah, combat is fun in this game. And our tactics hand here, we got counter tactic 2, which is quite weak, I believe. And get closer, which is just they get in the fight, but they miss the first round. It's always a 2-round fight, and then it's reshuffled again. So we have no one who's particularly good at this. I'm going to keep this hand in play. Yeah. So we're trying to cure the sickness here. It's got 7 attack / damage, which is regular. It's got the effect of leech, so as it attacks, it gets health back. It's going to annihilate us. We pretty much can't win this. There you go, Fnatic. Holy shit, we have lots of old viewers coming back today. All right. Just play that. Yeah, I can only play 1 card this turn. Yeah, we are losing this challenge. We don't stand a chance for this challenge. It was kind of unlucky that it happened on turn 1. All right. The confusion means that you used Get Closer, and they missed the first of 2 rounds. Yeah, I just... yeah. Counterattack wouldn't have worked on anything, so I just need to get closer on both. We're combating alcohol poisoning? Yep. Boom. Boom. This is a massacre. Everyone pukes! We got a little lucky.
And the spirits flowed in abundance, so many of you are feeling the effects. The wedding was deemed a great success, and the happy couple begin their new journey.
Yeah, sickness is common. Common phone, yeah. It probably won't kill you on its own, but it can be bothersome complication. If it doesn't kill you, sickness will eventually wear off. You guys are sick for 8 turns. It really, really, really doesn't matter. It means you take some damage every turn. Don't worry about it, because you're resting in the village every day with good food and a hot fire. You'll heal as fast as you get hurt. It becomes a problem if the village gets attacked and you've got some wounds. Well, let me turn flux off. There. My monitor was getting yellow. There we go. 1 experience for everybody. So this is our experience wheel over here. We have 6 out of 9, and there's our research wheel. Now, I would love to keep working at getting this clay, but I actually need to give up for a second and break camp, because there's a 1 skull challenge next to us. It goes between 1 and 5, which means very, very easy. Looks like some bats, and I want to fight them because we have a hunter in our team, which means we don't need to just attack and risk getting hurt. Why risk a frontal attack when we can have good hunters with us? Go hunting. Let's do a hunting challenge that has a better chance of better rewards, and we can't get hurt while doing a successful hunt. If we fail, we get hurt a little and then we need to do a fight. If we succeed, no one gets hurt, even if we blew it and just barely succeeded. Looks like you're gonna die to the bats? Nah, you'll be fine. All right, let's do this. It's a 2 hunting enemy. All right. Begin combat. So our hunter is actually on is in the tactical hand on this one, which is funny because as you can see from the fucking list, the hunter has a lot of tactics they can use. All right, we have Morgan the warrior on defense, which on tactics hand, which she can basically do nothing in for this. She is no hunter. She gets in there and she fights. She doesn't know what the fuck to do here. She has a 0 attack. And then yeah, why isn't it say? Oh, Jetstream. Yeah, his name is like covered up a bit. Yeah, Jetstream, no good at this. You guys are pretty shit at this too, actually. Our only good hunter is whoever this is. Mr. Unhandy. Your name is so covered. But even on support role, you're gonna be good at this. We'll be fine. Keep him play. You guys will be meat shields. We're only against 2 opponents anyway. So they always attack from left to right in the order they're played. So if I were to play eating all the mushrooms first, she gets the first hit. So actually what I might do is just counter tactic right away and discard someone if they're a lower level than 4, which is based on my animal kinship skill. Could confuse. Counter offense. Discard a random person with the offense lower than that. Yeah, that's powerful. Support ally. Yeah, that's the offense increase for the leftmost ally. First action. I'm going to counter offense. We're just going to use Unhandy to take out 1 card weaker than him. There we go. So we just completely discarded 1 of their cards. And they have an attack of 4. They had to use Get Closer, so they missed the first turn anyway. We've got this. We can draw 5 cards this turn. So Eat All Mushrooms alone will take that guy out over the course of 2 turns. And we'll just... there. Fight phase, so... there we go. That was 1 hit. And then you get 1 hit, and there we go. And we also got a hit on the already discarded card of theirs. On to the next round of combat. We can just... immediately go in with a counter offense. Boom. It's over. Oh, right. That takes it out of the fight, but we need to finish it off. I'm dumb. Whatever. Finish it off. There we go. Successful hunt. There we go. You track down the prey and lead it right to the traps. Some of the pack could have gotten away, but you got your win. So we got our random loot. We got 2 pieces of amber, which is the weakest of the gemstones, but gemstones are still good. And we got 1 lucky button, which is an artifact, I believe. Everyone can carry 1 artifact. It weighs almost nothing, which is nice. And I believe it increases defense by a small amount. It's good for like gatherers and stuff who don't have a lot of carry weight but need the armor. There we go. How much does this have? 2 armor? Okay. We will give that to... ooh, neither of our gatherers have any armor. Yeah, you guys have absolutely no armor. And do you both have that awesome weapon? Mushrooms is better, so Mushrooms is more likely to be in the fight then. So Mushrooms gets the button. Alright. Back to gathering some clay. We have 14 turns of food. Good. You'll notice I'm intentionally not burning any wood here. Burning wood heals you, so I don't want to burn wood unless I need the healing.
You hear rumors of a band of robbers setting up camp in the area. Some of your food stocks and supplies have gone missing over the weeks, and there are talks of the bandits getting more and more violent.
Now, this is a quest for our village to do. They're not necessarily good hunters, but we'll see how it goes. We're going to try.
Set out to track the bandits, but it seems they're hiding their safe house well. Luckily, you have some skilled scouts to help out.
All right. We got this. This is an easy one. It's just like the last one. Very easy. In fact, the people at home are decent hunters because they have gather skill, and gather does help you in hunting challenges. So we've got this one easy. This is on lockdown. Yeah, Denjinoda's got that poison effect. But only a damage of 1 and then a poison of 1, which is pretty weak. So we'll just throw Invisible Dragon in there first to get the first shot and take out whoever. Ooh, they use their Confuse effect, so Invisible Dragon loses the first round of combat. Alright. Have both of them get closer. So none of our people are fighting first round until we throw Denjinoda in there. Doesn't matter. Only 3 damage. Yeah, doesn't matter. And again, if we lose one of our cards, but we win the challenge, they don't get hurt, because this is just a hunting challenge, not a fight challenge. Alright, we won this one. That was incredibly easy challenge.
You discover tracks leading into an old mine shaft, long exploited and unused, thus a perfect site for a hideout. Your scouts mark this place on the map.
I like this random event because there's a chance you get a pretty good animal out of it. Alright, now the faster we check it, the more likely that they're still there and we can still get our loot. So we're going to stop trying to get that clay real quick. We're going to run over and deal with that. So first, use 5 turns to go to the village. We can drop off our amber and collect a little bit more wood. I actually forgot we needed to get that cooking going earlier. So we're going to have wood as the catalyst for the fire, vegetables, and meat. And we're going to have an infinite recipe of bigos, which is like a sauerkraut-based, really heavy stew. Denjinoda will start on cooking. And that will complete that tutorial quest we had, and get us a bunch of research and experience. Also, we leveled. So everybody is leveled. What did we get? Our expedition. Jetstream got some perception. Morgan got health. Matthias got tactics. It's your boy got folklore, and Handy got animal kinship, and all the mushrooms got strength, because again, eating all the mushrooms is buff as fuck. In the village, Denjinoda got folklore, Siphon got will, Invisible Dragon got perception, Yurio got health. I'm pretty happy with that. Oh yeah, and I have not told the village to eat the veggies instead of the meat yet, because the veggies we have unlimited of. The meat, until we have a pasture, it's a bit of a bitch. And we want to get that clay for the pasture, else I would start on making a terrible wooden one right now. Alright, looks like there's some treasure on the way. We'll get it. There's a chance of a fight. We'll see how it goes.
You stumble across some ruins of an old city, engulfed in mist and mystery.
I don't think I've ever had sauerkraut, so I don't know my opinion on it. Okay, level 1 challenge if we search.
You open one of the buildings, a strange-looking stone and metal-built affair, and you hear a clunking noise, then a blunt thud. Before you are able to do anything, you see a skeleton charging your way.
Alright, this is our first combat challenge. 4 hulking rats and a skeleton. Okay, first combat challenge. Now remember, if you take damage in a combat challenge, doesn't matter if you win, you're still coming out of that fight hurt. And if you end the fight with less than 30% of your maximum health, there's a 30% chance every turn that you'll die until you get your health above 30%. We don't have a medic to keep you safe. So, let's hope for the best. Alright, who's in our offense hand? The craftsman, who actually has decent combat skill for a craftsman, considering we loaded him up on a sword and shield to keep him safe. We have Unhandy, who's a hunter, so he's pretty good in combat. And we have Morgan, who is our badass Amazonian warrior woman. We got, oh god, I wish the names weren't covered. We have Matthias on support, which is, okay. We have Mushrooms and Jetstream both on support, which is kind of where I want them. They're no fighters. Gatherers are usually the worst in combat. They can just do some low-level counter tactics, which likely won't help us. We could actually get a decent Confuse in, but I'm thinking Matthias will probably use Get Closer, miss the first round, and fight on round 2, because he still has a lot of health. No armor, though, so I'm a little worried about him getting hurt. He does have a lot of max health, though, so he'll probably come out of it fine. I'm happy with his hand. I'm not going to reshuffle. Okay. So if I throw Morgan in there, we have 1 card on our first turn. If we throw Morgan in there right away, she'll fucking annihilate whoever is the second person, but she's likely not going to get hit at all. And she's our tankiest person, so I'm kind of thinking I want to throw her in later to keep other people safe. What instead I think I might do is throw It's Your Boy right in front. Unless they use some kind of special card on us, he'll start getting free shots in on people, which is good because he can't take quite a beating like the other warriors. Alright, It's Your Boy, you're going up front, party leader. And you can see you got some extra armor going into the fight. That's your shield skill because you're carrying a sword. That's what the shielding does with the shield and the sword, is it applies that armor. Alright. Amazonian warrior cry. Alright, there's a skeleton. That's their big tough dude. He's pretty badass, actually. I could confuse him. You know what? That's a good idea. Yeah, he loses his first attack phase. Yeah, because he's only level 2. Yeah, the level's in the bottom right. Counter tactic. Discards a random one from your... Yeah, I could be doing that. Because those rats are definitely low level. Alright, we're going to confuse the skeleton so that he only attacks once rather than twice in this round of combat. I'm pretty happy with that. Hulking rat... Okay, the hulking rats are pretty weak. Counter tactic. Wipe out a rat. And counter tactic. There we go. All the rest of the card draws are mine, so I can just go crazy. You're the tankiest, so you're in the next because you're probably going to get wailed on, and then unhandy to throw in some extra damage. All right. Morgan might take a little bit of health damage this fight, but it won't be critical, I don't think. All right. There we go. The rats are gone. She's actually going to take some decent damage here. Ooh. There we go. And this round we just go right in. There's 2 rats. We'll slaughter them. Plot twist. Rats are stronger than skeleton. That would be amazingly bullshit if that was true. There we go. Throw everything at them. They're dead. All right. We came out of this. Only one person got hurt and not much.
The supplies store still intact.
We got a lot of stuff here. Take this stuff and leave the place. A little bit of experience, a little bit of science. Okay, so we got a new shield and we got a new staff. Staves are a little bit lame, usually. This is why elves are really good. Elves have natural pierce damage, so that they can have a good weapon and pierce damage. 2 poison, 3 damage, pierce damage, it weighs very little, which is nice. It's made of darkwood and amber, so I'm probably going to just break it down into materials, which would be more useful to me, so I can make it into a better item. And this shield is not bad for an early shield. Is this better than Morgan's shield? It is very slightly better. Okay, so we switched her out, so she's got a slightly better shield. And you're the only other one using a shield right now, and this one is better than yours. And you can use it. Okay, I thought it'd be too heavy for him. And you're using a pretty terrible staff. This new one is very slightly better than yours. So Matthias, you've got a slightly less shit staff now. And no one has no weapon. Okay, I'll probably break down this one. It's not good. And this shield is very terrible. We'll break that down. There we go. Some quartz, some topaz. Topaz is not bad. A little bit of leather, which is low quality. Mushrooms, of course we would. Dark wood. All right. Is there any other buffs? Like, wasn't there a lot of buffs in the game? And, like, effects on weapons and stuff. Like, there's blunt, ranged, piercing, poison, leech, all kinds of things. Oh, herbs there. Herbs can be eaten and cooked with, but they're also used in a lot of random events for healing disease. Nice! We started with coal nearby. Okay, so coal you can use for cooking. The main thing about coal is when used as a catalyst, it highly increases the chance of something being a good quality crafting. Sometimes finding coal is the biggest bitch in the world. We've got coal right next to our city, and you can't build new cities, so having one next to town is really nice. We can make some high quality stuff with that coal. So that's telling me I want to build a smithy early on to make it take advantage of that. All right. take 1 turn to walk, and we'll just gather some firewood and burn some firewood because we want to heal a little bit. I don't want to waste too much time, but there we go.
Yes, wonderful.
We cooked.
You made your first batch of prepared food. No longer are you a mere scavenger. Now you can cook. Crafted foods are more efficient than the raw stuff, so you may want to take them when you're out exploring, as they are lighter to carry. So now I have a harder task for you. Build me a building in your village. Any building will do.
All right.
Good luck.
So we get some random ingredients from them. We got some clay, which kind of sucks because we were going to get that anyway. And we got spider silk, which is very nice. If you start with spider silk next to your town, such easy resource because you can make clothing right off the bat from pure spider silk. Gives you like 11 research points. You can get a lot of research out of that very easily. It's not an amazing ingredient, but it's a very, very easy one to mass make stuff with. Yes, this is an event that can get you good shit. A child falls gravely ill. This is a good thing. Leave it in the hands of the gods. And all of the people in the village have more health temporarily. Damn. I think it's if you have a sage or a witch, you can do a thing where there's a chance they'll turn into an animal. And you can get some good shit out of that. Like, they could turn into a really powerful thing, like some big alpha wolf. Or turn into, like, a fucking werewolf or something, which is really strong. Alright, Morgan, how much did you heal? You've got very minor wounds now. Let's keep moving. Hey, hunting challenge, more bats. So we're just gonna go hunting and auto-resolve it. There's no way we could lose this. Auto-resolve it. Boom. We got some more amber, some bird meat, and some nuts. Having a large food variety can be good, by the way. Child is dead. This is an amazing thing. So you can see here, food variety. We only have 1 food rating, so no bonus. But as you have a variety of food, you can increase all of your people by 1 health, 1 will, a shielding and a dexterity, a movement point. What is this? Intelligence, perception, will, more health, damage and range damage, healing faster, and lastly, even more movement. So it can be worth it to carry a large variety of food and to be cooking different kinds of food. And later we'll be taking advantage of that. We'll likely be making sausages and bigos. Sausages are like the lightest food to carry and very easy to mass produce as long as you have regular vegetables and regular meat. So we do want a pasture. All right, let's do this bandit quest. How healthy is Morgan going into this? She's still at 11 out of 14 health. She'll be okay.
You
Remember,
down the Bandit Hideout, situated in an old mine shaft. There is a dark tunnel leading into the decrepit mines.
Remember, getting to 0 health is not what kills you. It's when you're below 30% of your health, there's a 30% chance every turn you'll die until you get it above. That 30% chance goes down to a lower chance based on the skill of your best medic in the party. We don't have a medic, which sucks. Gothanatic is an amazing name for a sage or a witch. I know, right? If we get a sage or a witch. It's not common that you get a sage or a witch. I do definitely want a sage or a witch, though. They're very good classes. They're very similar. The sage tends to be a little bit better at intellect, and the witch tends to be a little bit better at folklore. But they're very similar. The inventor, I believe, has the highest intellect. But they're not as good at the magic shit. Alright, go into the tunnel.
You go down the tunnel and come to an underground chamber, where clearly the bandits held their hideout. You see the bodies of the robbers spread out on the floor, their skin bloated and greenish. You see what looks like a severely overgrown death cap, lying in the middle of the room and spreading strange green spores in the air. Going in any further will mean fighting with whatever killed these bandits.
I have never seen this version of this quest before. Usually I talk them out of fighting, and we split the goods, then I kill them anyway, and they will sometimes have an animal cage that you can get a really good animal out of. I once got a giant rat with something fucking crazy, like 40 health and 10 armor right at the start of the game. Woo, death cat! Yeah, well, mushrooms. Yeah, they're bound to have some loot in there. Hey, they stole shit from us. They stole food. I'm gonna do a sickness challenge. I think we can do it. We don't have the best crew in the world for it, but I'm gonna give it a shot. If we get really sick, it could be bad though.
You carefully enter the chamber, and you feel your throats getting dry and itchy. The toxic cloud of spores hangs low, so you may be able to avoid the worst of it.
Level 2 sickness challenge. This is going to be hard. We'll see what we can do. That's a powerful counter tactic for this. And our gatherers are actually decent at this. Let's do this. Immediately take one out of the fight. Okay, so these guys are level 6. So the other counter tactics from these two aren't going to work. So we'll use them to get closer at the end. You hit 9 damage, which means that you would survive it if I throw you in there now. Yeah, you're the only one who would. So you've got to be right there. And then follow up with our highest damage one. Alright, we'll see how this goes. We're cutting it a little bit close on this. Alright, we'll see how this goes. Rough. Ouch, that was a rough fight. Alright. It's your boy, you're going up front. You gotta take out whatever one they draw first. You can take him out. Morgan would end up going down in that fight, so throw you in there because you can take the hit. Because they always attack whoever's closest. They go for the right closer than they go to the left. Oh, fuck, they made me lose the first round due to confusion. That sucks. That's rough. That's really rough. That might have lost this for us. We'll see how it goes. Ah, that lost our heavy hitter. Fuck, it's done. Forfeit challenge, we've lost that one.
The poisonous spores prove to be too strong. You must get out of this place before you fall like the bandits. Some
Didn't get any loot.
Already poisoned by the death cap, but at least the robbers are dead, so you shouldn't get any more trouble from them.
Yeah, poison gives you wounds every turn until you find a way to heal it. God, that's rough. Alright. It's Matthias and Jetstream are poisoned. And we haven't unlocked the quest that shows up early where we can just cure poison. Oh, vines! Okay, so that's another thing we might want to research early. Vines we can get a lot of research out of. Okay. So what we're going to have to do is bring those guys home and have them stay at camp until we have a way to heal them. Because they need to be there where they can just be constantly healing safely. Come across an abandoned tower, and when you peek inside, it stands empty, but for a series of wooden chests scattered across the floor. You also notice a worrying amount of humanoid bodies layered on the floor. Fuck it, I'm doing it. You approach the chest trying to figure out what tricks may have led the others to their demise. Yet you see no clues, and the chests behind are empty. Suddenly, the door slams shut behind you, and you hear a voice bellowing. Ha! More fools fed with greed fall into my hands. My tower will be your tomb, and flesh my nourishment. So we're going to try and force our way out a physical challenge. I think we might actually do okay in this. Physically, our team is reasonably strong. Alright. Counter offense, probably. Yeah, I'm feeling counter offense on that one. Alright. Alright, and we'll do another counter offense. No valid target for that skill. Okay. Counter tactic. Okay. That's all of his cards down, and confuse their main one. Boom. So we essentially get the first round, no matter what. Nice. All right, in order of tankiness. I think we've won this challenge. Don't forget to toggle that you allow Bogos. I only want to do that with the people going out. You're getting this and we're playing multiplayer? Yes, we are, Morgan. We are absolutely playing this together. Kicked that challenge's ass. Man, we rocked that one. Look at that. They got 1 health on 1 guy left. Yeah, good luck. They're done. We kicked the dude's arm. Nice. I was a little worried about that, but we did pretty well on that. Okay, so what did we get? A little bit of iron. Iron is the lowest quality metal, but any metal is actually pretty decent. And we got granite, which is a mid-quality stone. A little bit of experience, a little bit of science. You know what? That was a pretty good encounter. I'm happy with that, but we really got to get back. I don't want our poisoned people to die. We can't be camping with firewood every single day, but we can in the village, and that's where our poisoned guys are going to have to stay. It's really unfortunate. Let's double check here who the poison ones: Matthias and Jetstream. God, I hate losing a gatherer like that, and one of our warriors. So we're kind of on a skeleton crew right now. Let's drop off all of our goods here. Free up some carry weight. And all of our bigos. And let them know that, hey, it's cool that you eat that. All right, we can carry less weight grand total up here too, because we have less people to carry it. Level up though. Looks like we've got a lot of will on the expedition. A little bit of health on Morgan, which is good. She needs it. And some perception. That'll help with hunt. And the people in the village, some health, some will, some intellect, some strength. All right. Let's go out and get some of this treasure. We'll likely have some easy fights doing that. And we're exploring this direction too. We're getting a little bit closer to our first technology. We're getting tech a little bit slower than I'd like, mostly because we haven't been able to really take advantage of crafting early. I'd really like to go and collect some clay. So Matthias, he's got to stay here to stay healthy. He's not good at crafting or at gathering, which is a shame. He'll just help with crops. He gets 2 out of 60, but we get 72 a turn, so we're getting a load of veggies every turn anyway. Learn the arts of alchemy! That reminded me of the time Mah-Dry and his friends played that D&D session where his half-orc killed a cobalt spy by shouting at it. Yeah, I shouted at it, and I think I got a 20, and it died of a heart attack. That was awesome. Jetstream is a shit gatherer, but we could use a little gathering in town to help get the wood faster. Now we can one-turn the wood most of the time, and that's helpful. Making sure we always have quite a bit. At least you're taking care of me, MDB. MBD! My bread dry! The ultimate typo. Alright, we really do want to get a pasture sometime soon. I don't like how slowly we're getting people. We haven't got a single person yet. It's largely due to... Do we have any kids in the village? We do have 4 kids, and they will grow up randomly. Okay. We're getting people most very slowly due to not having anything that would normally attract people. You're not a shit gatherer. You're a shit gatherer. I get what you mean. Alright. Nothing new. Okay.
You stumble across some ruins of an old city, engulfed in mist and mystery.
It's only a level 1 challenge. We'll be
search
fine.
the ruins and find an interesting building to explore, but it seems half submerged in water.
There's
As
some
you enter,
wheat stuff in
a
the
creature
east.
comes out from the waters to attack you.
I'll have to check that. Thanks for letting me know, Neutro. Wheat is really good. The foods you make with it is mediocre, but wheat is one of the resources that has an attract blank modifier on it. If we build a building that requires a food resource and we use a lot of wheat, it'll increase the food attract stat, or human attract stat. And humans are like the least interesting, of course, characters, but still, getting free humans joining your village, that's still free people. That's valuable. So if I make like a pasture or something, or if I make a pasture and use a lot of wheat in it rather than veggies, then it'll just be better because it's a higher quality resource and you're getting attract human on it. Some kind of zombie with some warped snakes. Ooh, I don't like this. Yeah, reshuffle. Okay, Okay, we got our warrior on the offense hand. Yeah, I wasn't happy with that. Having both of our fighters on the tactical hand and both of our gatherers and craftsmen on the offense hand. Because I tend to like to open fights with Morgan because she can take the hit. Oh, fuck. That guy's a badass. 21 blunt damage. He could just cleave his way through a bunch of dudes. We don't have any of our guys who could confuse him either, so he loses the first round. Alright, it's gotta be Morgan there, because she's the only one who can take that hit. Yeah, that guy's a fucking badass. Warp Snake, Poison. Wow, these guys are actually really hard. Counter offense, maybe. Shield Ally is looking nice to keep Morgan safer, because if Morgan goes down, the next person gets hit, because it's a blunt attack. Wow, this is clearly not a level 1 difficulty fight. This is a level 2 difficulty. I'm thinking just double shield. I might even use a first action to bring Morgan ahead of this guy. Mushrooms does a shitload of damage due to her high strength and her badass weapon, but she has no armor, so I'm actually really worried about her. I'm dying, I'm haunting your ass. Could support ally to increase her offense. Yeah, shield ally, then support ally. I'm cool with that. Alright, her shield skill's actually really high. She's got a lot of armor on now. I don't like all this poison. And then support ally with ranged offense, which boosts her attack power. So she will kill this guy, I believe. Actually, no, she'll get taken out. No, I think she will get taken out eventually by it. Fuck, this is a rough fight. This is a really rough fight. We might have people die. Oh. Man. Oh, Jesus. Forfeit and run.
Wounded and scared.
Yeah, you still get hurt on the forfeit.
Hoping that you will survive long enough to heal.
That was really difficult. Okay. We have 2 movement. Can we move anywhere in 1 turn? No. Okay, we're going to immediately set camp. You may as well gather. Let them know, yeah, you can... So, there's a chance no one dies. There's a 30% chance roll for everybody on whether they die or not. You can see down there, someone's wounded. No one died round 1. A wolf lair just appeared, which is easy hunting for us. The only one still below 30% health is Morgan. Everybody else is in the clear. Morgan could still die. There's another dice roll. Alright, get closer to home. Up to camp, get some berries. You may as well run around some berries so at least we get some fruit. In the clear! No longer wounded. Everybody recovered from their wounds. Now, people are still hurt a bit. Unhandy's a little hurt. Morgan's still at like half health. The wounds are minor though. Everybody survived. Fuck yeah. No one's dead. I love how our fate is dictated by chance. That was way harder than a 1 difficulty fight. Holy shit. Alright, spend another turn getting some fruit.
It is time for the Night of the Goat, a feast in honor and reverence of the ancestors and forefathers, the so-called Zeadi.
The Zeadi are awesome. This is a quest that always happens early. It spawns a Zeadi nearby. They are medics that you can go to, and they can get rid of curses from you and poisons. So, Morgan, did you have a heart attack?
You set a table with food and drink, set bonfires in a circle, and begin festivities. But this night, the Zeadi actually appear before you. One, an elder bearded man, speaks with a heavy, coarse voice. You have done us proud, grandchildren. Now we shall cleanse you of any curses you carry, and if your souls are ever burdened by the filth of dark magic, come to a city we once called home and seek us out. And if you prove yourselves worthy, you may be cleansed once more. The Zeadi all nod in agreement, then disappear.
Right, it's these guys do the curses. It's the herbalist shack that appears at a random turn early in the game that cures poisons and sicknesses. Oh, looks like he appeared across a lake. He might be a bit of a bitch to get to by some spider ruins. All right, expedition. Got some extra food. All right, break camp, go to town, let's drop off that fruit, and stock up on food again. And we're gonna go hunt down that wolf lair. Let's get some easy loot. Straw up here, we can start making those gathering tools. We really need that to speed up our really abysmal gathering. All right, is anyone still hurt? Everyone but Morgan's fully healed. Morgan's barely hurt, and this is a hunting challenge, so we can't get hurt unless we fail. Hunting, auto-resolve, done. Those layers can spawn enemies, so we just took it out. We got a little bit of meat and a little bit of pulpity, which are minced meatballs served with gravy. We got a little bit of experience and science. It's the dead of night, so we can't see in front of us. We know an enemy's here. Level 1 hunting. Okay. There we go. We got a little bird meat and a two-handed blunt greatsword. Is that any good? Slightly better than what Unhandy's using. We'll swap that out. Every time MDB says give me easy, Morgan almost dies. A fair assessment. We only need one more point of research before we get our next research point. Who is that near base? That's unliving. 2 broken skeletons and an unliving corpse. We can't hunt them, but we could stealth challenge them. Go right here. And we're going to gather some of this straw. It's a very low quality resource, so it's quick to gather. But gathering tools, we can make gathering tools at least give us 2 to gathering, which is 20 per turn on a resource. And it's way better than nothing. I mean, that's almost double for some of our people. Stop jinxing me. Okay, they're actually attacking town. Unliving corpse and broken skeletons. We don't have anyone particularly good. Oh no, we do have good fighters at home, right? Because of the poison. We actually have Matthias at home. We have a warrior at home. Good, Matthias, you're gonna save the fucking day. I'm happy with this. Yeah, this is pretty good. I'm cool with this. Ooh, Invisible Dragon is pretty badass for a gatherer. I don't want the sick guy to get more hurt. We're gonna play it safe with Matthias. Although I believe... Oh, shit. Isn't Invisible Dragon the other sick one? Shit. You'll be fine. Alright. Sorry, I saw the stuff in the east. First time I see this game. Sorry for getting hopes. Don't worry about it. Alright, and shield ally. Nice. He cleaves his way in. I like that. Why did he do that? Oh, piercing. Yeah. He cleaves his way in between there. And we're also going to drop a first action to pull Matthias to the front of the line so that he gets the first hit. Alright. And I think I'm cool just throwing Jetstream in there and then get closer at the end. Your Yu will be quite safe and do a little bit of bleeding damage in there. Oh, leech, rather. So whenever they hit, they also heal a little. And that's blunt damage there, which you're likely not going to get much out of. Really strong blunt weapons are really good. But it's a weak blunt weapon, so not likely going to see much action. We did it. Town defended. Very minor wounds. Nobody's in threat of dying. There we go. We got a new shield, and we got a dark pendant. Oh, and we got our research point. Let's just see if we want to equip any of these. That's mediocre shield, but it doesn't weigh much. And the pendant is 3 Fent and a folklore. Fent is social and tactical. Doubles Fent damage to damage characters. And intellect and hex for folklore. Okay. God, I wish I had a decent weapon to give Matthias. I want to get rid of his stupid fucking staff and just give him, like, a sword and shield or an axe and a shield. Either would be good. As for who should wear the folklore thing, I'd like to give it a craftsman, but for now, honestly, he can just wear it because he's going to be going out with the party anyway, and I don't want to forget. Alright, so rope would be a good one to get right now because we know it's right here. There's also more clay there. Rope would be really good. We could get a lot of easy research with that. So we are going to research rope. Rope is also, or sorry, vine. It's also used in really good bows and crossbows. So So we auto get 5, and we also unlock all of it on the map together. And we need to gather a little bit more straw. And do we want any more than this? You know what? No, I think that's a fine amount of straw. It's not far from home. It's only like a turn and a half. There we go. I can drop off the extra meats and stuff. Stock up on food. And we're going to make our way down to the vines again. But we'll get the You know what? We have a small party. We'll just go towards the vines. Let's finally craft some good stuff here. 2 gathering. God, it's lame. 1 gathering, that's super lame. 3 gathering. I'll do 1 of 3 gathering with some of this scaled leather we have. With clay, I could also do 3, and we can't run out of clay. Because we have an unlimited source of that. With vines, we'd get 2. Okay, the clay is more important. Clay is one of those resources that's surprisingly good. It does make the gathering tools weigh a lot, though. Whereas the spider silk is nothing. You know what? We'll use a little bit of scaled leather. There we go. Make some gathering tools. I wouldn't mind making crafting tools as well. Increase our crafting skill. 3, 2, 3. I'd rather use the dark wood for that. We do need a crafter who's really good at crafting, so we'll have our crafter, Denjin Oda, make the crafting tools after to boost their own crafting skill. Okay. Alright, we need to move another tile, don't we? Oh no, we can actually gather it from here. Okay, sweet. Takes a little while, though. Alright.
Thea is not an easy place to grow up in, but alas, grow up we must. One of your children has matured into a young adult and is ready to join your village and rebuild Thea.
Alright, so you can always pick Warrior Gatherer and Crafting. However, you have a random chance of a random 4th one that's a rarer thing. If we had an Herbalist's Hut in our village, we could always pick Medic. But we got lucky that we can pick Medic here. We're definitely getting a Medic.
Important rite of passage. The whole village celebrates this joyous occasion.
We definitely needed that. Alright, we got a Medic. Let's rename the Medic to the first name I see in the chat. It's Siphon, but Siphon's already picked, Digen's already picked. Come on, come on, come on! The next person who types, who isn't someone already in the party, of all 40 of you. There we go, David. There we go. You are our medic. And I'll be getting you in the party next time they're at home. Until then, you may as well carry the gathering tools. And I want you to stay alive. Oh wow, you have like no carry weight until you level up more. Okay. For now then, you actually have a little bit of gathering skill, which is nice. For now then, get some wood, because we're a little bit slow at getting wood, so help with that. And he can help out with the people poisoned at home, make sure that they are actually getting a net gain of health. And we leveled. Morgan got more strength, that's good, she needs that. That makes her stronger, obviously. Does more damage. And David appeared on the same turn he leveled and got more medic skill, which is exactly what I wanted, is someone with a lot of medic skill so that when people are wounded, they have a much smaller chance of dying. Denjin Oda got some natural leech skill, which is really nice. That's where you steal health when you attack. Yuryu got gathering skill, that's important. Matthias got more strength, that's important. Natural range damage out of Invisible Dragon, a rare one to get. There we go, got 7 vines. We definitely want more than that, though. We'll spend another 3 turns gathering vines, and we'll go back, make some clothing out of vines. Won't be great, but it weighs almost nothing, and it gets us a lot of research points. Alright, there we go. Production complete on the crafting tool. And plus 3 crafting. Okay, so we gotta give that to Denjin Oda. We gotta take off your weapon, because it weighed too much. Denjin can't carry much. We'll give you a Wrath of the Dead sword, so you've got something. But we just added 3 to Denjin Oda's crafting, so it's 9, which is 90 points of crafting a turn. So Denjin crafts 33% faster, which is very good, because you're our only crafter in the village. We really need to make it faster. We could just make a wooden one right now. but it's really lame. Attract human 2, which is okay. Add food 1. I'd really rather be using clay. So we won't build that until we have some clay coming in. So we're getting a lot of cooking done every turn, you can see up there.
An unexpected visitor, Theodore, arrives at your village. Your food stocks have grown. Your people are learning how to live in the awakened Thea once more. But the darkness is not gone. Always looming in the shadows, lurking behind corners. It is time to try and find clues as to what happened and how to repair it.
Okay, so how should we do it?
Ah, that's the spirit. I knew we could count on you. I must warn you, others have tried and failed before you, so the road will not be easy.
Do you know anything more about what happened to the Cosmic Tree or why the darkness came? Cosmic Tree is one of the win conditions.
I know some, but I do not hold the answers you need to seek. I know that once Thea was a land ruled by high magic, a land where demons were kept in check by the peoples, and by the cosmic balance upheld by the gods. The pillars of Thea stood sturdy and held our world together. Now the barriers between the lands of the living and those of the dead are torn asunder, and thus darkness holds a tight grip on us. Without your aid, whatever made the sun return may not hold for long, and the age of darkness may descend upon us once again.
There was a really obvious edit, mashing together 2 clips between Land of the Living and those of the Dead, where mid-breath in, it cut to the next one awkwardly. Ooh, rookie mistake.
There have been those who sought to undo this curse, those who were charged with the guardianship of Thea's pillars, and who have failed us. Some were the ancient peoples you call elves. Some were avatars of your gods, and some just people who proved worthy. And yet they all failed thus far. Here, on this map, I marked a spot where one such guardian may hold answers for you. Without giving you a chance to say anything more, Theodore disappears, leaving you with a map.
All right. So that's where we can start the Cosmic Tree quest. When do we get the next round of vines? 2 turns. Okay. There we go. Coming home. Snakes over there. I can hunt those pretty easily. Drop off the vines, collect more food, and get us a refresher on the wood. In fact, we don't need to be burning any wood. Okay, we're almost out of meat that we've been cooking with. Really got to get that pasture so we have renewable source of meat. So our next goal is to go up there for the clay, which is very close to town, which is nice. Oh, right, we're supposed to pick up the medic there when we were there. He would have helped us with the gathering. Damn. Whatever, we can fix that soon. We'll get 1 round of clay, come back, get it. You know. That's going well. And with the vines, we're going to get a clothing recipe. Clothing is really poor armor. There we go. Start making that, because we'll get a bunch of research. Clothing is always really poor armor, but it's incredibly light. Mostly you make it early on for the research points. There you go, we just made one, and boom, we're on the next research already. I'm kind of tempted to go cabbage field. We can make a decent quality cabbage field, help get more people. At the same time, I think I really want a smithy early on. If we made it almost entirely out of clay, we'd also attract a lot of beasts to join us. And it would be a pretty good quality smithy. So I'm going to research smithy. And that means we can also get the totem research later and blessing a tree symbol. Blessing a tree symbol is lame. Everyone in your village who has a blessing keeps the blessing forever, as long as they don't leave the village, which is, it's okay. It's luck reliant. And also you can remove Curse of Darkness by going to your town, which is okay. The totem increases the magic skill of everyone who's in your village, and also children, when they're picking their class, they can pick to be a witch. It's usually not worth making a totem unless you want to attract something like a goblin, and you make the totem entirely out of obsidian, because then you have a high chance of attracting goblins, and goblins are very good. I find them to be surprisingly some of the best in terms of the different races. Goblins are really good. They're kind of hard to get. All right, we need to get our first round of clay, and it takes a little while. It has a high crafting requirement. Unliving corpses and broken skeletons attacking. We'll auto-resolve. And we win! Yay! We got a passable shield and a pretty awful wooden sword, but it weighs basically nothing. So I could just give it to some gatherers and stuff. There we go. Just for the sake of them having some kind of armor. There you go. Eating all the mushrooms got rid of your big axe and gave you way more shielding. There we go. You got your shipment there, and we also got another research point. We're getting a lot of research point out of those vine clothings. All right, there's some clay for you. Now, that's not enough for your pasture yet, is it? No, you need a tiny bit more clay for the pasture. For the smithy, I want to do double clay, so we're going to need 50 for the smithy. So we do need a lot of clay. Oh, I would like my axe. I'm probably going to give your axe to a better warrior, sorry. Do you want to be the one taking damage? Because you're not protected at all when you have that axe out. Alright, so we're going to get our medic on our team. Matthias is still poisoned, unfortunately. Yeah, Invisible Dragon's not poisoned, right? It's Denjinoda is the one who's poisoned, or was it Siphon? I think it's Denjinoda. I don't remember. Hold on, let me... It's Jetstream, okay. And we're also going to move over the clothing we've been making to see if any of these people need to wear it. Because it weighs almost nothing. There's a bad quality one here, but still 4 armor for bad quality clothing is not bad. Okay, so Morgan has no chest armor, so we're going to give her one of the Vine cardigans. Again, it's not much, but fucking take anything you can get. Our hunter has that Smith's apron, so unhanded will be fine. Mushrooms. Oh god, who's most likely to be a fight? You know what? Give the really light one to David Corporeal, because we really don't want our medic to get hurt. And the last one, it's your boy actually kind of gets in the fights every once in a while, so we'll give it to him. We really want to keep him alive. He is very much not expendable. Alright. And, yeah, you can get moving north again, back to the clay. Come across some dead bodies likely left here by bandits. I will prepare a burial ritual for the dead. Alas, the underworld is beyond reach, and these wretched souls rise up against you before the burial is done. So we have a tactics fight here. Don't know how well this is going to go. We'll give it a try. The medic might be good at tactics, because the medic likely has decent intelligence. Okay. Morgan's no good at this! The warrior, believe it or not great at tactics. Ooh, I'm not thrilled with my hand. It's your boy is decent at this. You know what? It could only be slightly better, so I'm not going to reshuffle. I think I want to immediately counter tactic. Yeah, throw out one of their cards. If I throw It's Your Boy in there and then a shield ally, yeah, that's probably my best move. He had a piercing move. That sucks. Ooh, this fight's rough. I might lose this one. We'll see how it goes. Are you a stay-at-home gatherer forever now? When you're unpoisoned, I'll bring you back out with the group. I could take another gatherer out temporarily, actually. I might want to do that. Fuck, this is a hard one. We don't have... Tactics is not our strong suit. Yeah. Fuck, that's rough. I don't think we're winning this one. Yeah, this is a loss. Probably gonna have to get into a fight if we fail it. Yep. God, that sucks. Everyone's sick? Fuck. Okay, it's a minor sickness. It's not that bad. And sicknesses are temporary. In fact, this won't even stop us from doing what we were going to do anyway. Let's grab another gatherer while we're at it, though. Which one of you guys are really talented and not poisoned? Siphon. Siphon, you're part of the party.
Another night falls over Thea, and restless souls of the damned seek out the living in envy and anger. You can almost feel the approaching wave of these infernal wraiths seeking to burden your souls. But this night, a welcomed guest is seen in the shadows, a Lapiduk, the spirit catcher. This bizarre-looking creature, resembling an overgrown toad with long claws, yellow warts, and a row of razor-sharp teeth, is actually a humble servant of Velez, in the old days tasked with the hunting of wayward souls and misbehaved wraiths, but now hopelessly overfed and ever busy with his task of devouring evil spirits.
Yeah, leave it to its task.
Thanks to the Lapiduk, your people sleep well this night, and many feel the magical touch of Velez upon them.
Oh, 15 turns of +3 magic. It probably won't come in handy, but it's something. All right. Oop. A falling star shoots down the night sky as if to guide you. Let's not take the risk. Could be a warning. Leave it. Let them know. Burn wood. Keep the sick healthy. There we go. Only two turns to get clay now because we have enough combined crafting skill between all these people. Alright, we don't have enough vines to keep making these vine cardigans, so until you can, cook. So we need to bring home some clay so they can start working on that pasture. There are those snakes.
Passes by your village, stopping only for a drink and a chat if you're willing.
Yeah, have a drink with them.
You share a drink and some stories. As thanks, the dwarf tells you of an old mine he knows. He marks the location on your map.
Cool.
He marks a route for a gold mine.
Alright, the gold mine quest is available. Alright, we got some clay. If we stay one more turn, we'll get another clay, so we're gonna do that. There we go. And go drop off that load of clay, then we'll hunt that. When did we decide who was the husband of the relationship? Oh, right, I forgot you two got married. Fuck, I'm gonna try another burial ritual for the dead. Oh, successful. Morgan got healed of her wounds, or gained 1 max health, actually. Holy shit. Gained 1 max health for doing the burial ritual. Nice. Refresh on wood and on food. Actually, you know, just boom. And we dropped off the clay, so you guys can make that pasture. Here we go. Level 2, add food. Level 2, attract human. I'm happy with that. All right, Denjinoda will have that built in 7 turns. Then after that, we can make a smithy. First, I really want to hunt this. Now, if it attacks us first, it'll be a fight, not a hunt. And I hope that doesn't happen. Also, spiders there we can hunt. Hunting. Level 1 hunting, auto-resolve. Easy. And level 1 hunting. Easy. Fighting spiders get a spider silk, which is pretty nice. We also got a level 1 shielding iron mask artifact. Put that on Morgan. All right. And we need that clay. So you guys are going back north. It's a lesbian marriage. This is why we need the Cabbage Patch Kids. Yeah. Everyone's getting gay married. We're not having any kids. Come across an abandoned tower. You peek inside. I can go inside carefully. The last time this bit me, but sometimes you can just get free shit. We still won, though. We still forced our way out physically. Let's do it. You approach the chest laying, blah, 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 fools. Okay, so we can physically force our way out, or we can try to figure it out intellect-wise, which will probably get us better materials. View my group. I don't think we have got a lot of intellect between us. We got 2 really smart people, the medic and the craftsman. Everyone else does not have amazing intelligence. Although everyone has some. You know what? Fuck it. Intelligence. We're gonna do it. Even though we're better at physical. Let's give it a try. You know what? I'm fine with that. counter tactic. Take one of them out of the fight. That's 6. I can't confuse. I can confuse with you, though, and I probably will. I can throw Morgan out there and then have her first action. Counter tactic, and it got no one. If it got no one, why did you discard? That's not how it worked last time. Fuck. At least give you a weapon. I don't know if you have the weight to carry it. Fuck, this sucks. This is rough. Morgan, you're in there just to shield others. It's an intelligence thing, so you can't get hurt anyway. Ooh, this is a hard challenge. I should have done the physical one. Fuck, that's rough. Yeah, this is about the best I could hope for. Oh, they had no one I could counterattack it. They really shouldn't discard you for having no valid target. That sucks. Oh, that sucks. All right. Oh, piercing. I can't first action you, yeah. Alright, this is a failed one, yeah. Fuck. Alright, what do we get? We have a weakening curse. So these two have -1 strength until the hex is broken. That's fine. That's a really minor hex that hit 2 people that it didn't matter if it hit. That could have been way worse.
A black cat is spotted rummaging through the barn. When it is caught, it runs off, but it seems to want you to follow it. Black cats are most commonly the familiars of witches, but there are several house demons, or protective demons, who can take up this form, like a Dola, who is a guardian spirit, or a Tresher, who can protect your farm's threshing and bring good fortune.
I'll follow it.
The cat leads you straight to the pantry. He's obviously asking for food.
This is totally just a fucking cat, isn't it? I have tons of food.
You give it some food, and it looks pleased. Over the next few days, you find your people have been gathering better crops, so this must have been the Tresher.
Oh, there we go. That was easily worth it. Plus a permanent +2 to gathering for Yurio. That's definitely worth it.
Scouts report something of interest nearby and mark it on your maps.
Sure.
Your scouts spot a very unusual landmark
Love this
in the
one.
distance. A statue made entirely out of silver. It is likely that some danger may lurk there, as no one has looted it yet. But it is a lot of silver up for the taking.
I really like that quest. That's a fun one. It's very far away. I probably won't do it for a while. Okay, we go north. Gotta get that clay again. Because we need to get like 50 of it for the smithy. How much do we have left? 18? Okay, we need quite a bit then. Need at least 32. Alright, this means no one's building something. It's just because there's nothing for Morgan to work on, which is fine. Not a big deal. Alright, got some clay.
A child of perhaps 6 stands in your way. As you get closer to him, you see the child is no ordinary human. His skin is silvery, his eyes seem golden, his hair looks like strands of very thin metal, and as he hops around gleefully, you hear the clunking of coins.
Fuck. I'm pretty sure if you're a good enough, if you have a good enough intellect character, or, no, good enough folklore character, you realize that this is like a demon that gives you money and riches if you do the right thing.
The boy does not answer, only smiles
Here
at
it
you
is.
and starts to play with a ball. But he remains close to your group and glances at you from time to time, as if waiting for something. His golden eyes measure you with the tenacity of a wildcat playing with its prey. You think this may be the fabled treasure boy, a minor luck demon who can bring much fortune. But what was the way to get it? There was something about its head, or face, or body.
Pat him on the head, beat him with a stick, or slap him. I think you slap him.
You slap the treasure boy in the face,
There we go.
and he smiles. A slap in the face is no disgrace, and now you will taste my place. The boy slaps you in return. But with the slap, you are showered with precious metals.
That's fucking awesome. 5 gold, 9 silver, 5 topaz, 4 diamond. This is some rare good shit. Yeah! That was, that's pretty awesome. Alright, we need more clay still. Are we over this sickness yet? Yeah, no one's sick anymore. No one's hurt. Stop burning the wood.
Well done. You have your
We built a
very first
thing.
buildings. As you can see, it takes many resources to build a decent abode. Or perhaps your god gifted you, in which case you cheated. Remember, the better the minerals you use, the better the bonuses from your buildings. You have a limit of 10 buildings, but you can demolish the old ones to make way for new. One of the ways to win over the darkness is for you to research more recipes, grow your population, and build more houses. So get going.
All right, we got a whole bunch of malachite and diamond. Diamond, I believe, is the best of the gemstones in quality. But there we go. We have a pasture, which means we get meat every single turn now. If we check this, there we go. We get 2 meat every turn from that quality of pasture, which is enough to make some a round of bigos every single turn, which means I'm very happy with that. We have an infinite supply of a decent cooked food now. And also we have that natural bonus of attracting, let's get you cooking, that natural bonus of attracting humans from now on. So humans can just randomly join the village now. It's a small chance, it's a dice roll, but we have that at least. So we'll have some natural population growth over time. Come across a single tall tree that houses a large crow's nest atop it. Of course, they're known to be clever and collect trinkets. Well, we could climb it. We have done physical challenge level 2 before, just fine. We could also cut the tree to try and get the wood and the nest. Fuck it, I'm gonna cut the tree. Now, the occupants, time to return, they attack me. Three fight challenge, I'm gonna run away. Well, that sucks, but we didn't get hurt. I wish more people knew the act of crafting. It feels lonely crafting all day. Well, you're building more than you're crafting nowadays. There we go, we're at 30 clay, we need a little more.
Another night falls over Thea, and restless souls of the damned seek out the living in envy and anger. You can almost feel the approaching.
Oh, it's this one
wave
again.
of
Leave the
these
creature to his
infernal
task.
Thanks to the Lapiduk, your people sleep well
On
this
handy,
night, and one wakes with greater resolve.
has +1 will permanently. That's actually pretty good. All right, come on. How much longer? 2 more turns for more clay. Got to get more vines while we're at it too. People leveled up. A lot of intelligence here. Little shielding on Morgan. Good. Some feint. Nice. Strength on Jetstream. Stealth on Denjinoda, which Denjinoda doesn't need. Should have climbed. I should have climbed. There we go. We got our clay. We can get that smithy built out of clay. We can drop off all these awesome metals we got too. Yeah, gemstone and everything. All right. There we go. I don't believe there's any bonus for, yeah, the catalyst doesn't need to be better. Not until we have a smithy. So there's a +3 crafting bonus to everybody in town and a +1 to attract beast because we used so much clay, and clay has an attract beast property. Denjinoda is gonna build it. This is awesome. I like to have a smithy reasonably early in the game, and we're still in early game. So Denjinoda is building that. It'll take 11 turns, which is not bad for just one person building it. All right, we need to go collect some more vines. I know we're not exploring very far from home right now, but
in the
you
thick
know.
of the woods, you come across a small clearing. There are signs of a campsite and faint traces of a bloody struggle. Whatever happened here happened some time ago, and most likely did not end well for the travelers. Upon deeper inspection, you uncover pieces of a human body still scattered nearby. You are about to move on, thinking it's best to leave a place of such a death, lest the attacker comes back or an angry spirit seeks revenge. But one of the trees by the campsite attracts your attention. The tree is hollowed at its roots, and within it is a bundle, perhaps stashed for safekeeping before the tragedy occurred.
Did my gathering go up by 1 from 3 to 4? It might have. I can check for you. Jetstream. Oh, you're not here. Okay, I'll have to check later then. Take out the bundle, see what's inside.
Inside the bundle, you discover some rags and a small stash of basic supplies which are still usable. When you reach further into the tree, you also discover an additional stash of wood.
Nice. So we got a bunch of nuts, we got a bunch of elephant wood, which is not bad, and some bird meat. Nothing amazing, but the experience is worth it. Skeletons are attacking. Okay. I hope everyone's having fun with this game. I really like this game. Alright, Morgan, you're opening the fight. You're actually pretty tanky now, Morgan. We really got to get you a new like armor and weapon and stuff, because in terms of like weapons and armor, we've been really bad about upgrading that. All right, kind of want to just shield ally and get her like really, really absurdly tanky. God, that guy is tough. That skeleton right there. The other two aren't bad either than high attack. Whew. All right, we'll see how this goes. Ooh, mushrooms is real hurt. Yeah, we got this. Mushrooms is seriously hurt, though. I can just do 5 right now because this is his only card. Nice. There we go. Hey, you got nothing. All right. Morgan got hurt a tiny, tiny bit, but Mushrooms has the blood drop, which means she's actually in the wounded territory. We do have a good medic, so her chance of dying is much lower. Looks like we've got some good gear, too. It might be new armor for Morgan, who still doesn't have proper body armor. Yeah, this is way better armor for her. 3 shielding and 15 armor. There we go. She's actually wearing proper armor. What's it made out of? Dark wood and amber. Shadow armor. And the shield is not as good. Okay. Well, we can free that armor up for someone else then. Siphon is just using a short ivory sword. There you go. There you go. Break for camp here and start burning some wood for health. We'll also eat some of these nuts because that increases everybody's health by 1. And that helps to get eating all the mushrooms out of the danger zone a little bit faster. There we go. Back from dinner, what do you miss? Mushrooms might die this turn. Let's hope the medic can keep her alive while we get these vines. How close are we on building this? Smithy still has 9 turns left on it. Okay. She's out of the danger zone. She's okay. Nice. Where is she? Okay, she'll be just fine. We're gonna keep healing her though. But she made it okay. Just realized you think Morgan's character is supposed to be a dude? I don't think so. Tits. Clearly a woman. Thanks for following, ooh, that's a long name. Amarendra. Amarendra? Welcome to the vlog. If I'm pronouncing that right, give me the phonetical in the chat. Or if I'm pronouncing it wrong. I don't want to get your name wrong. Warp snakes, auto-resolve. You got that. There you go. Easy.
A small group of travelers passes by your village.
Right, I'll check your gathering skill in a second. Sorry.
Talk. Because of your kindness, they tell you of a herbalist living in a solitary hut out in the wilderness.
This always happens in early game.
They say she can cure any poison and even heal wounds, for a price, of course. They give you a map to the herbalist's hut and depart on their journey.
That's where you can cure poison, which is where we want to take our poison people. It's very close to home. Lucky, right next to the clay pit, so it's a very safe trip to go cure our poison. Right, so Jetstream, I wanted to check your skill. You have a gathering of 4 now. Yeah, it looks like your gathering went up at some point. Okay, keep getting those vines. Okay, that's it too. So we'll break camp. And come home with that. And we'll gather up the people who are poisoned.
The sun shines strongly this
Yay!
day, and people rejoice, basking in its warmth. At noon, when the rays burn the ground the hottest,
This is us.
a single ray of sunshine lights up a nearby field. From within the sun's light, you can make out the figure of Svarog. He thrusts his hammer down upon the earth, and the sunlight blinds you all. When you regain composure, you realize the sun god has left one single image of an old ruined building shrouded by unnatural darkness.
Sweet. So this always happens at, I believe, turn 55 every time. The divine quest for our god has started. So if we go to current score, you can see that we have 27 knowledge points. That's like the experience towards leveling up our deity. Our rarest item is our pasture. We don't have rare items. It's really bad. Recipe is researched for. Turn survive 55. You can see how the score tallies up here. Difficulty is just normal, so it's 85%. Hex scouted. Now it says failed, it just means you haven't done it yet. So we haven't done our God's Duty quest line, and I'd like to. And we haven't done the Giant's quest, which I've never done. It's really hard, but I want to try it. Keep playing. Okay. Hit up town. Drop off our resources. Restock on wood and food. Drop off every other resource. Who are the poisoned ones again? Jetstream is poisoned, and Matthias is poisoned. So they're coming with us. All right, we got the medic with us, which is nice. And you guys are still good on your resources, right? Yeah, you're gathering the raw resources just fine. Yeah, you're fine. As long as you don't get attacked, which I'm a little bit concerned about. In fact, let me just double check your equipment. You got some bad equipment on. Get you a shield. Get you a shield. And I'm cool with you having that. Yeah. Okay. Just keeping them a little bit safer in case something attacks the village. Hey, Gordon claims? Sorry, that's a hard name. During your travels, you come across a goblin laying dead near some trap. You can kill the green skin. I can try and help the poor guy out of the trap or leave him be. I want to try and help him out of the trap. It's a hard challenge and we might get hurt, but I want to help him. We're probably going to fail it. But I want to give it a try. I'm okay with this. Eric's sick. All right. I might go on a short break soon, by the way. Poison damage doubles when attacking already wounded. Oh, Jesus. How do I want to handle this? Counter tactics. Level 10 counter tactics is good. There we go. Yeah, we're not winning this one, but I want to take a good crack at it. I'll probably get hurt a bit, failing, and the goblin will probably die, which doesn't sound like that bad a failure, you know? Ooh, yeah, I don't trust any of these to actually take someone out at this point. So I think what I'm going to do is throw you in there with your shielding to keep them protected a bit. Oh, did the stream freeze for people? Oh, is internet freaking out a bit? It looks like it is. We can go and break in a second. Actually, I think it might just be OBS. Yeah, because I can see the chat just fine. There we go. Just let them know. Okay, let's continue. For the people watching this on... yeah, let's just continue for the people watching this on YouTube. Yeah, I think Morgan next. Really, I just want to get a lot of cards on the field. God, that sucks. I think just a bunch of... you know what? Yeah, first actions. That'd be more useful. I think that's it. Yeah, yeah. And you know what? Now's a good time for break anyway. Back fixed it. It was just OBS freaked out for a second, then it just fixed itself. The new update's been freaking out sometimes, which is a shame. Anyway, we're totally losing this. No way we win this. Like, look at this. They are... It's massacring us, this one. The goblin's doomed. It's not a big deal. Yeah, just, yeah. Forfeit. It's not a big deal. We lost the challenge. Yeah, it's just, alas, by the time you dismantle the trap, the goblin's dead. Don't lose anything, gained a little seaweed and some experience. Okay. So we need to go take these wounded to the herbalist hut. And then we're probably going to break off a small team of gatherers, maybe, if we can afford it, to just get clay and vines a lot, because it's not too far away from home. Okay. Send your scouts out to look closer for the bison tracks. Okay. Herd of bison grazing at the fields. I'll hunt them. Yeah, let's do this. All right. Counter tactic. Discard something from your opponent's tactics hand. I'd rather counter offense. Yeah. Support allies pretty good too, but I think I want to counter offense. Oh, that was a really weak card I got rid of theirs. Fuck. Ah, that's lame. That wasn't a good exchange. Are all their cards this horrifically weak? How is this a level 2 challenge? These are some weak-ass cards. Okay. Yeah, these are some weak-ass cards. Okay, Morgan, you're just there as a meat shield. And then put the actual offense behind you. Again, you're not actually going to get hurt. This is a hunting challenge, not a combat challenge. So, don't worry about that. Fuck, I guess just both jump in there and no reason not to. Oh. Can't first section, right, because they're too high level. Whatever. This is just a massacre. There we go. Alright, it's over. Meat, leather, bones, and fur leather, which is slightly better than leather. Nothing amazing, but the experience was pretty good. Some kind of bees up there? Crazed bees. Those are easy to hunt. Oh, they're attacking us. Okay. Combat auto-resolve. Yeah, you did it fine. Got 4 fish. Lame reward. Don't we pay these people in food, though? I believe you pay them in food, which we have plenty of.
You find the solitary hut of the herbalist. It is a small wooden abode with a straw roof and smoke coming out of the chimney. There is a distinct smell of herbs and medicines in the air. An elderly lady walks out from the house to greet you.
Welcome, travellers. What brings you to my home?
I'm told you can cure poisons.
Yes, indeed I can, but I haven't survived as long as I have by running a charity. If you wish to be healed, you will do me a favour. Beware, for healing wounds I require food and wood as payment, as well as a favour. But I am warning you, even if you fail the favour, I still take the goods. Poisons are cheaper, I only require a favour. So, do you need to be cleansed of a poison or wounds?
How did you survive?
Oh, wouldn't you like to know, eh? Well, I am useful for one. What's the point of killing a healer? Better to have them help you and all that. But, of course, there may have been those who tried to force my hand. Let us just say that not everything is as it seems. I seem human to you, yet my mother was a Rusalka. Don't laugh, I was pretty once. Anyway, she didn't want me to live as a demon, so she left me with my pa, a good man, a herbalist himself. Together we lived here for years, and the spirit of my mother protects us. Well, only me now. Enough talk. Do you need healing from poison or wounds?
Poison.
You know what? I need someone to dig in my garden. It isn't an easy task. I have some damned lie-ho living there, making my soil hard as stone. But you look sturdy, so if you do it, I will give you the cure. Deal?
We rocked the last level 2 physical challenge we did. It was the physical 3 that killed us. Yeah, we can do this. Yeah, we'll be fine. And then I want... Yeah, a level 5 counter offense would be good. There we go. That was a good exchange. Level 2 counter tactic wouldn't do shit. Level 10 counter tactic would. There we go. He can't draw anything now. Which means the rest is up to me. Can't use that. No valid targets. This is level 6. Can't counter offense. You may as well just get closer then. Drop a first action on you, yeah. And then just throw in the rest of the muscle. Easy. One round.
Well done. You did your part, so I will do mine. Here, take this. Drink it whole and try not to gag. Now, time for me to get back to work. Come back if you ever need help again.
We did it! Matthias and Jetstream, after all this time, are finally free of their poison. That was actually pretty easy. So there's more clay up here, mushrooms, exotic fruit, which I believe is the hardest to get food. Like, it takes the most labor to collect. But it's quite good if I remember. Oh, hey, we leveled. Ooh, more medic skill. Nice. We need that medic skill. Jetstream got more gathering. A lot of strength on people. A lot of gathering on people. That's important. Tons of gathering on our people. Sweet. I'd really like a warrior to be back home to keep it a little safer, but I think we'll be okay. I'm actually pretty happy with this team right now. I wouldn't mind breaking off a small gathering-focused team, just to kind of hang back and collect a lot of clay. Clay and vines, especially vines, honestly. We really want the vines, although they're a little farther from town, so I'm a little concerned about their safety. I could split off the expedition right now, though. You know what? I think I will. Jetstream and Siphon are going to break off into a small group. I'd love to escort them with at least a hunter, but still. It's a pretty good game. We're all alive. Yeah, I can't believe no one's died. All right, create a small extra expedition, and we will trade some goods here. They can have... they really don't need much food. And we'll just split the wood 50-50. And I'd like them right here, they can get vines and fish at the same time, so they won't need to worry about food when they're at their destination. Let them know that they can eat that food. Alright. So this one's Expedition 2. And Expedition 1 can go north a little bit more. Alright, they're looking pretty safe. They can keep moving. They don't need to drop anything off or pick anything up. Okay, let's start exploring around. More exotic foods. Bear, wolf, and others? I don't know what the hell the others are. Right, we have 2 points here. Do I need to use it on anything right now? Oh, there we go. Spider silk. I wouldn't mind that. Let's unlock that. So we have all the kinds of string unlocked, which is not much. Here we go. Resource spotted. Nothing else that we've seen that we could unlock. We could get watchtowers, because that leads to barracks, which are very nice for training military. We could also get the well, which is pretty good. And the well also leads to other really good things. Could get the cabbage patch, which we still haven't gotten around to. And I really wouldn't mind getting Wicker. It'll show us where it is, but it could be all the way across the map or something. We could get quite unlucky with that. Normally I go very resource heavy early, but I'm kind of feeling a watchtower. There, so that we can get closer to the barracks. The watchtower is not an amazing building. It's your city sees farther. But you could use it to attract things. For instance, using a ton of elf wood would be one way of doing this. So if we were to just use basic wood, +1 vision, that sucks. I'd rather make it not shit. If we made it entirely out of clay, more attract beast, that'd be nice. If we made the secondary out of gold or steel, we could increase our chance of getting orcs and dwarves. if we had, if we built it entirely out of dark wood, we could get goblins. We could get more goblins if we did all obsidian. These are all things we don't have, though. So for now, I'm kind of thinking just don't build one until we have the clay. We'll get the clay when our main group's on the way home. Okay, hunt them. We'll do this one manually. Kind of went unhandy on the tactical hand. Didn't get it. I'm still okay with this hand. Counter offense right off the bat. Get rid of one of theirs. Oh, these are very easy. Yeah, this is easy. Matthias is 4. Okay. But neither of them have attacks, so there's no point. Okay. Just get closer then. Okay, then you're both just shields. There we go. Uneventful round. All right. I'm okay with this. All right, counter offense. There we go. All right, they're doomed. We can just throw you straight in there, and then you, and then no one else even needs to join because they have no attack. Done. Okay, we got a sword. I'll have to check if that's any good. It's not amazing, but it doesn't weigh much. Could you use it? No. No carry weight. You need more strength. Could one of you wear it or use it? There we go. That's a better sword for eating all the mushrooms. Okay, you keep moving. Yeah, go through there. Spider silk. Yeah. Gather some of that. All right, right here's our spot. Let's do it. Ooh, that is slow to get vines. Whatever, you have plenty of turns of food, and I can just have them go fishing if they need to. All right.
Thea is not an easy place to grow up in, but alas, grow up we must. One of your
Warrior.
Becoming an adult is an important.
Normally I would get another gatherer because I wouldn't mind getting gathering done faster, but we have no warriors at home. So now we've got one. Celeborn. Yep. I did a B instead of a V. There we go. You're in the game now. We're gonna give you that badass axe. And you're in charge of defending the town. Okay, we have that smithy done. Awesome. So we got a pasture and a smithy in the town. So everybody at home is now better at crafting, which means, Celeborn, you're also going to just be cooking permanently. Because you're not amazing at crafting, but you can put some decent work in. So you're going to be doing that. And let's get some more research points by getting some of those vine cardigans done. That's a good job for Denjinoda, who's now at 12. So 120 points into whatever they're crafting per turn, which is pretty nice. And we now have a chance of making it a good quality thing every time we make one, rather than just a chance of bad quality. Spider silk. Veggies, meat, blah, blah, blah. What's that for? Oh, just, yeah, Morgan can't. That's fine. And we have a research point. Nothing obvious to take. We could save it up. Or I could go straight to barracks. Barracks is another one of those nice ones for getting more people to join. Because if you make it, it works with a lot of resources that could attract people. The main thing, though, is increases the damage skill of your people. And also children growing up to be a warrior gets 10 more skill points, which is a shitload. So you get way better warriors when kids grow up. So barracks is pretty nice. It also leads to the archery range, which not only makes all your people have better ranged attack, which is great, and you could get crazy beast attract out of it if you use I don't remember what you need to use to get that, actually. It might be straw. But also, it means that whenever a kid grows up, they will always have the option to be a hunter. And hunters are good and rare. We only have one. If we get a witch, I'd like to be that if possible. Don't worry. If we get a witch, you'll be the witch. I wouldn't mind getting cabbage field just to increase the chance of randomly getting children to help get new people. At the same time, we are desperate for new resources. Like, a new metal would be nice. I kind of wanted to get steel, because steel's really good. And it would help us get orcs if we build with it. At the same time, if we save up and get silver, that's A, good, and B, leads us closer to getting mithril, which is the best metal. Could also get elven wood. Someone go in the wiki for me. If you go to the construction page, you can sort at the bottom by what attracts what races. What resource do you use to make the archery range get a ton of beasts? Because that's worth it. I'll hold on to that point while someone searches that up. Alright, there's some more spider silk. How many turns till next batch? 2. I'll get a little more. Ooh. Yeah, no, I want out of their range. That's actually a pretty tough group. Yeah, we're backing off. We're going home. You guys good? They're good.
As you look around and admire the world, you see something of interest in the distance.
This is with Siphon and whoever was with Siphon that I forget now. I think it's Jetstream.
You spot a group of travelers trekking through the land. They look like nomads.
Okay, just quest. Yeah. Alright. Back home, we need to go get some more clay. Forget what for, but we needed to get clay. I remember that much. And we're also going to get, what is it? We could use some more gathering tools. Definitely. Because our gathering is a lot slower than I'd like. And Denjin Oda can make that pretty quickly, which is good. And clothing, I want some spider silk clothing. And we'll get Denjin Oda on making that after. My years of experience tell me that use monster bones, you get a plus 10 to beast attraction. Yeah. If you use monster bones, you can get a shitload. And 6 to demons if you use dragon bones. That's another reason why it's really good. Demon bones are hard to get, whereas monster bones, I believe, are early. Yeah, that's right here. Seem to increase the endurance of anyone wearing equipment made of it. I actually wouldn't mind getting bows unlocked, because we could use the vines and then just regular wood and make pretty light and good bows out of it. You know what? I think I'll do that now, because we're collecting vines down there anyway. Alright. Oh, right, and we're out of wood right now, so get some more in case we need healing. Alright, yeah. And I will go start getting more clay, and then on our way back to drop it off, we'll collect the
stash, and
things.
It looks like whatever is inside may still be intact. You have your loot safe in hand, but you can hear something approaching fast, perhaps a guardian of the stash. You have time to run, but maybe the creature hides more goodies.
Fucking run! I don't care. I got some spider silk and clay. Alright, collect it. And you guys are doing just fine down there. Keep collecting those vines, even if it's slow. Actually, you know what? Come on back. Just because you can grab some of those things that Engine is making to collect the vines faster, considering you're just a group of 2. Small pond near your village, and send out a party to check it out. You get there and it looks normal, but it seems very quiet. Almost too quiet. Get some water and fish for the village. Got some seaweed. Alright, it was safe. Alright, drop that off. Got a little bit more wood. Got a little bit more food. And go ahead and pick up one of those gathering tools. There you go. That helps with your gathering. And you can wait there one more turn to get the other group of it. Oh, did it not get made yet? Or... I thought I made 2. Didn't I? Wasn't I making 2? I'm dumb and forgot to tell them to make 2. We will do that now. go. You're just gonna have to stand there awkwardly for a couple turns.
Slavers are a sadly common sight in Thea these days. Your scouts have spotted such a group in the area. Rescuing the slaves may be both noble and practical, but beware, if you lose, the slavers will likely not let you go free.
Alright, keep an eye on them.
You come
We know
across the
slavers
ruins
over
of a
there.
small village with a grand manor house on the top of a hillside. The whole area is now rotten, overgrown with weeds and dark vines of the death plant, a sad remnant of the dark days, a plant that needs no sun to grow and seems to feed on death itself. The manor house looks no different, but it does still stand, so who knows what it may hold within.
Clay and bones help attract goblins. I think you're misreading the wiki. Those help attract monsters. What group is this with? Them? Okay, do not enter the manor house. Okay, and I want... Oops, that was a misclick. I want them to give their thing to you. There we go, so that you can both have that increase. However, yeah, B, sorry. Okay. However, I don't like those slavers being right there, and you guys going out to get vines there. So you're actually just going to join back up with the village for now, and stay safe for now. In fact, you can help with the cooking, because we don't need help with the gathering, so help with the cooking and the crafting. Feeds on death itself. Man, that's an edgelord plant.
The Night of Kupala was once celebrated during midsummer when the sun shone brightest. The tradition continued even when the dark veil shielded the skies. But it was during those dark days that Kupala Night became a beacon of desperate hope and a night for calling upon the gods to return to Thea. The seasons have changed after the darkness ravaged the world, but it is time for the first Kupala Night since the sun's return.
All right, prepare for celebrations.
The Kupala Night was once celebrated only once per year, when the sun's power was closest to Thea. But during the darkness, the special night was celebrated as soon as the mystical signs were read by the village elders. As to what those signs entail, every wise one seems to have a slightly different story. There are several ways in which the solstice can be celebrated.
Find out the full story.
During the long night of darkness, there was no way for the elders to tell when the solstice was coming, and within a few decades, the sacred night of Kupala was all but abandoned. But then, some old mystics read the solar signs, brief moments where the power of sunlight or the force of the moon and stars shone through the dark veil with particular strength. Since then, Kupala Night can be celebrated more than once in a year, but always when a great solar event is anticipated by the mystics. The Kupala Night is a night of many guises. It is the night that celebrates the rival bond of the sun and the moon. It is the night that sings to the power of life-giving water and the thundering
Nectar of the
fires,
gods.
both with their power to cleanse the earth. The night where life and death are revered, and where love and its promise for the future are held up and cherished. It is a night to honor all gods and to cast away the darkness. There are several ways to celebrate the Kupala Night and to prove yourselves. Some may take more time, some may be risky, but doing nothing is not an option.
All right.
The Night of Kupala has many faces and traditions that need to be upheld. Bonfires are lit with sticks and stones and placed on hillsides or other high places around the settlement. Offerings of food and animal stock are made in honor of the many gods. Music, dance, and laughter accompany the night's rituals. But the main event is chosen by the village elders with each solstice. There are several ways to celebrate the night and prove yourselves. Some may take more time, some may be risky, but doing nothing is not an option.
Purin is not even our god, so I'm not gonna find Purin's flower. I like this one. Wreath of flowers and hair. Put a lit candle within and send it down the river to hope to find love and new hope for tomorrow, because that'll probably get us babies.
This night, you choose to honor the old traditions by following the rite of love and fertility. Any unmarried lad or lass looking for love and its fruits makes a wreath of field flowers, weaves their own hair into it, and then sends it down a river with a small lit candle attached on top. If the candle burns the wreath, or if it sinks in the river, its maker will not find love this year. But if it survives the flames and swims with the currents, it's a clear sign of love to come. If someone finds such a wreath down the river, fate dictates that they are the chosen lovers.
All right.
Every hopeful singleton weaves their best wreath in hopes of attracting
We got a
the
kid!
soulmate. Some clever conspirators hide downstream and accidentally find the fated wreath. Some wreaths swim away with the currents, but bring joy and hope to the hearts of their makers. Soon after the Kupala night, a stork visits the village and gifts a child to one happy couple.
There we go. Did that happen on the expedition? No. Okay, it happened at home. Good. So the kid is at home. Okay, we have another kid. Sweet. All right. I think I'm actually going to end the stream here, but let me just hit save. Save and exit. If you're watching live, I will link Brandon's stream right after, right after I go off air, because I think he's streaming some Resident Evil 7 right now, and you guys might be into that if he's still streaming that. If you're watching this live, I hope that you enjoyed. If you're watching this on YouTube, I'll link on screen to the second episode if it's up. I'm going to stream this every single Tuesday for a little while until we beat it, because I love this game. I hope you guys enjoyed, and until next time, have a nice day.